Imagine standing in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Beneath your feet lies a place so deep, so mysterious, that fewer people have visited it than have walked on the moon. A place where sunlight has never existed, where the pressure is powerful enough to crush steel, and where strange creatures survive in complete darkness. Welcome to the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench. I am your Mudascape host, and today we're going on a journey nearly 11 kilometers beneath the ocean's surface, into one of the last truly unexplored places on our planet. When we look at the ocean from above, it feels peaceful. The waves sparkle under the sunlight. Birds fly across the endless horizon. Everything appears calm, but this peaceful surface hides a completely different world. Our oceans cover more than 70% of Earth, yet scientists estimate that most of the deep ocean remains unexplored. In many ways, we know more about parts of outer space than we know about the deepest parts of our own planet. Imagine that for a moment. The greatest mystery on Earth isn't in the sky, it's beneath our feet. Imagine stepping into a special submarine. The hatch closes behind you. The engines start. Slowly, you begin sinking beneath the surface. At first, everything is bright. Schools of colorful fish swim around you. Coral reefs glow with incredible beauty. Sunlight dances through the water. It feels alive. But every minute, the ocean changes. The deeper you go, the darker it becomes. The warm water slowly turns cold. The colors begin to disappear. First red, then orange, then yellow. Eventually, only blue remains. And then, even the blue disappears. You have now reached a depth where sunlight is barely strong enough to survive. This region is called the Twilight Zone. The world around you feels silent. Large fish appear like shadows. Creatures with enormous eyes drift through the darkness. Many animals here have evolved to gather every tiny bit of light they can. Some are almost transparent. Others have bodies that reflect almost no light at all. Everything here is designed for survival, but the real mystery still lies far below. A little deeper. The last traces of sunlight disappear forever. From this point onward, no sunrise, no sunset, no daylight, only endless darkness. This region is often called the Midnight Zone. The pressure here increases dramatically. Every 10 meters you descend adds even more pressure. By the time we reach the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than its sea level, enough to crush an unprotected human and destroy ordinary equipment almost instantly. The deeper we travel, the stranger life becomes. An anglerfish waits patiently in the darkness, using a glowing lure attached to its head to attract unsuspecting prey. A graceful Dumbo octopus slowly glides through the water. On the seafloor, giant isopods crawl across the mud, scavenging for anything edible. These animals may look like creatures from another planet, yet they're perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. Life doesn't simply survive here. It evolves in extraordinary ways. For thousands of years, the deepest part of the ocean existed in complete silence. No human had ever seen it. No camera had ever recorded it. It remained one of Earth's greatest mysteries. Then, in 1960, two explorers changed history. Swiss engineer Jacques Piccard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh climbed inside a tiny deep-diving submersible called the Trieste. Their mission sounded almost impossible: travel to the deepest place on Earth. As the submersible descended, sunlight disappeared. Radio communication became difficult. Outside, the pressure continued rising every second. More than 50 years later, another explorer decided to return. Not as part of a large crew, but alone. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron, best known for directing Titanic and Avatar, built a specially designed deep-sea vehicle called the Deep Sea Challenger. He descended into Challenger Deep completely by himself. Imagine spending hours inside a capsule barely larger than a small closet, surrounded by crushing pressure, knowing that even a small failure could become life-threatening. When he reached the bottom, he described the landscape as almost alien, a vast, silent world stretching into darkness. No plants, no sunlight, only mud, rock, and an endless feeling of isolation. You might think nothing could survive here, but nature had other plans. Scientists discovered tiny shrimp-like amphipods, sea cucumbers, transparent worms, strange bacteria, and microscopic organisms living in conditions once thought impossible. These creatures don't rely on sunlight. Instead, they survive using nutrients that slowly drift down from the upper ocean or through unique chemical processes. Every discovery reminds us of one incredible truth. Life is far more adaptable than we ever imagined. But one discovery shocked scientists more than any strange creature. When researchers collected samples from Challenger Deep, they found something that should never have been there: plastic. Tiny plastic particles, known as microplastics, had reached even the deepest known part of Earth's oceans. Think about that. A place almost no human has ever visited has already been touched by human pollution. Even the most remote corners of our planet are connected to the choices we make every day. The deepest place on Earth is no longer untouched. Today, we traveled to the deepest place on Earth without ever leaving our seats. But our planet still holds countless mysteries waiting to be explored. Here at Mudascape, every documentary is a new journey into the wonders of nature. If you enjoy discovering the hidden stories of our world, you're always welcome to join us on the next adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.